On the subject of Scent, the fanfiction. So this is a compilation of dark fics, but this first one felt like a horror fic. It didn't feel like a dark fic, and it was pretty good. Maybe a 4. Um, Quite effectively scary. It's a Big Mac. Something just scared me. Sorry. There's a big Macintosh fic. It's during Nightmare Night. What the heck? Um, so what happens is he stops giving rides or whatever because he wants to go meet Luna, and he's with Nurse Redheart, and he goes to Applejack, and he's like, "Where's Apple Bloom?" And she's like, "Oh, she's around with Pinky. Like all of the kids were around with Pinky." And like Mac is like, why are we being so lax about where Apple Bloom is?" So he wants to go look for Apple Bloom, and he's gonna go like Red Heart takes him or whatever to go look, and when they're going, they notice Cheerilee running towards Applejack or whatever. So they go back and they talk, like they hear, and they're like, "Yeah, Apple Bloom is missing," and Scootaloo is like, "We lost her around Fluttershy's. Like we don't know where she was, like around Fluttershy's cottage." And they're like, "Oh crap, we gotta go look," because that's like right next to the Everfree Forest. But what was really weird here was like, Luna's right over there, princess. We're not gonna be like, "There's a missing foal or a missing filly. We should probably utilize the no." Okay, all right, well, that's fine. So anyways, they go and they get to Fluttershy's cottage, and this is where it picked up. I was just like, "That's freaking scary," cause they knock on Fluttershy's door, and she's not coming to the door, and Mac like looks towards like Sweet Apple Acres, and he notices like Fluttershy like limping towards Sweet Apple Acres. So without saying or doing anything, he runs like towards her, but she's far away, so it takes him a while. But then it's like right after he left, the door opened and Fluttershy greeted the others, and it's just like, what the frick, dude? So Mac like is trying to catch up with her, and she's limping towards Sweet Apple Acres or whatever. And like when he gets close enough to try to touch her, he tries to touch her, and it's just nothing. There's no one, and he's just like, what? Because like what? And like he's like going around the trees and stuff, trying to see if like maybe she was fast or like what. Like he's just like, what the crap? So Applejack like runs up behind him, and she's like, "What? Why did you just run away?" And he's like, he doesn't say anything, and they're like, "Apple Bloom is in Fluttershy's cottage. Like she went there when she realized she was like alone." And he's like, so like they're like, we could go back to Fluttershy said we could go back to the cottage or whatever, and like the entire time, like this is happening, like he's like saying like there's a weird scent in the air, and that it smells like burning hair, and Sweetie Belle smelt it too and stuff, and like that monster thing like really smelled like it, like super a lot, like so much so that he almost vomited. So anyways, they all go into to Fluttershy's cottage or whatever, and they all like are sleeping, and like he wakes up in the middle of the night, and like he looks around and everybody's fine or whatever, and he's gonna go back to sleep, but then he springs up again, and he notices something, and like Yellow Berry Punch is there, and like she just like turns her head towards him all super fast, and like it's like he smelled the scent, like again the scent of burning hair, and then that's like the end of the story. And I was just like, what the crap? So yeah, that was quite effective as a horror story. I don't really understand What happened? I don't know why Barry Punch. I don't know why Nurse Redheart was there. I don't know any of the answers to any of those questions. All I know is that was pretty effectively scary. Yeah, it was. The only one that it probably was not as scary as was that Twilight Sparkle one where she was murdering everyone. But yeah, that was really good. 4 out of 5 stars. I definitely enjoyed it.